More lunch break.
Hey guys.
Hello.
As you can see, there is no Phil or Wes here. That's because they're out of town in New York. So it's the younglings. It's officially May.
It's
Thanks,
gonna be
Justin.
May.
So that means a lot of schools are ending. A lot of people are graduating from high school, from college. So congratulations and sorry to a lot of you. Since it's the season of graduation, we thought we'd talk to you seniors, or just anyone that's going through that transition period, about PostGrad life.
Specifically, college seniors who are going into the real world.
Not the MTV show, because you don't even know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like Terrace House.
What's MTV?
Too young.
What's TV?
I'm assuming a lot of you all are anxious or scared about what's to come. I think there's a lot of expectations when you're leading up to graduation. During your senior year, how did you guys feel?
For me, and I think for a lot of us, it's like if we're going to the creative world, I think it was kind of nerve-wracking, kind of scary, because
There's no real template.
there's no template. Personally, I was kind of terrified because I just knew that you just kind of had to start from the bottom and like find work here and there.
Yeah, I was freaking out too. And it didn't even start freaking out until senior year. Like junior year, I was like completely fine.
Right.
And then the last year, I was like, oh crap.
I don't know, man. I started freaking out sophomore year.
That's good. I was jealous of people like you because you guys actually got experience during college and stuff. And for me, I started freaking out. I was like, oh my God, I procrastinated. I procrastinated real life.
I think it doesn't help comparing yourself to other people. They already have a stable job or something set for after graduation, and you're like, I don't have anything. What do I do?
Especially if in the creative field. If Benson was in my class, I'd be like, Benson's already working for Yum Yum F and stuff.
Everybody now is like, what is that?
I didn't do any
Look
of
it
those
up.
things. And even you, Jen, you were working during college?
Technically, I was lucky where I already had a job because I was here during my last year of college. But then I still felt the stress and getting some backlash of ooh, you already have something.
Also, when you start hearing people getting banking jobs or investment jobs, and then you start overhearing their salaries.
I don't even know what those words mean.
And their perks, and it was like,
Perks? What are perks?
those things was quite intimidating.
That's the moment you realized, oh yeah, we're different majors. You're like, oh, that's why you chose that.
It's if you want finances in the future, just go into finance, right? Duh.
But did you guys feel prepared once graduation hit?
I personally tried to prepare myself with some last minute internships, and they helped a little bit.
Last minute? It's never last minute. It always leads to something, right?
Yeah.
People go through entire college without doing a single internship. Don't do that.
That's okay though. I mean,
what?
if after graduation, if you find something that works out, that's okay. You're on your own path. But I think as long as you try to get an
have that
internship
goal, but yeah.
or any experience, I think that helps out a lot in the long run.
I did some last minute internships too. I guess after I graduated, I still did some production internships.
I remember being a senior and also putting a lot of emphasis on that internship too. It was this has to be the right experience that I get.
The first one that you
The
get.
one that gets you the job.
And I don't think that's necessarily true now, but I remember putting all my eggs into a basket
Yeah.
in some sense.
I try to tell people just do as many as you can because you're gonna learn what you do like, what you don't like, especially between each company too.
Don't do 3 of the same style of internship, and then you realize you don't like all 3 of them.
Okay, so now you graduated.
Yes. What are you gonna do? What's your path? So there's a lot of options. It's you could either go job hunting, go right into the workforce, or you could go to grad school and start applying, start taking tests, or you could travel the world, chill out at home. What are you gonna do? Once you cross that stage, I don't know why, just the next day it just feels odd. You're okay, I don't have tests to study for anymore.
Yeah, it's the end of Finding Nemo, and you're in that little bag, and you're like, what now? Yeah.
Ooh,
Yay.
it really is that.
What now?
You're in the real world.
Yeah.
Great metaphor.
I know a lot of people that went traveling and stuff, or just jumped straight into it. So comparing was still a big thing.
I think it's smart though in my head because you have that time to travel because once you're in your job, you're kind of, I guess, stuck. You won't have time to take off.
So I think it depends on what you want to be doing. Sometimes traveling is very insightful. Or even going home and then doing some like, introspection, reflect on like your school, maybe hang out with your family more. That can really prove to be like eye-opening.
That's what I kind of took away too. Like when I used to like compare people, I'm like, why is that person traveling right now? But later on I understand that people are at different states when they graduate, and like as long as you're doing whatever you need to do to like find yourself and figure out your next steps, whether it's traveling or taking an unpaid internship or just figuring out yourself at home or working part-time, as long as it's productive, I guess, and like you have the purpose of finding that path.
I think it's most important to just at least try to make a plan.
Yeah.
Like if your plan's just to travel, but then there's nothing after that, right?
Don't do that.
Then you're just gonna keep traveling and keep spending money and.
I don't think your parents would be too happy if you just keep traveling.
Yeah, make a plan for yourself, but also for your parents, so that they know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So they're not worried
Hey
about
guys, hey mom, I'm backpacking through Nepal.
Where are you going? I don't know.
Visiting Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange didn't have to he could procrastinate all he wants. I'm gonna go teach English in Korea. I don't know what I'm doing after, cause
Once you're done with the internships and stuff, you wanted a job to, I guess, settle down with. How did that go?
Me realizing I have to sell myself.
Yeah.
And that was the scariest thing. As someone that's so insecure about my worth and what I can bring to the table.
Selling yourself actually never really ends. You have to constantly be selling yourself. Especially in our industry, your career, your work will change, and clients don't just come up to you as hey, can you help me out here? You have to sell yourself.
Maybe. I mean, I kind of know how to do that. I could try.
Yeah. You sell yourself. Well, you sort of sell yourself when you're applying to college too.
It gets easier because with experience.
Yeah, because once you get that first job and you successfully do it, you're oh, okay. I guess I was right.
I guess I'm okay.
See, mom?
But building that confidence is really key. I think I found that actually through talking to friends and family. You really have to just open that talk up to outside viewpoints, and it helps validate what you're saying too, and they give you good pointers.
When you're first kind of getting your feet wet in whatever industry you choose, talk to those people that are hiring you or in positions that do hire, and just really kind of learn from them and their experience. Find those mentors and those teachers that I guess you strive to be one day.
Find the person that is currently where you want to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
A year or 2 years or 5 years.
I think with that, I think you can go on LinkedIn and find those people. What did they do to get to that point? What internships did they take? How can you get there eventually?
Or you can just DM them.
Or you could cold DM them.
Yeah, just be courteous.
Business flirting.
Chris was just slide into DMs.
Yeah.
Don't stalk anyone. Don't follow anyone and do
Yeah.
that all creepy stuff. Be legal with it. By the way,
Hashtag keep it legal.
Stay nice.
that takes a lot of confidence too to verbally tell someone that you look up to them and be humble enough to be I love what you're doing.
It's funny because on our side it seems really nerve-wracking, but on their end they're really they feel validated that you're you admire them,
Yeah.
and you want to be a mentee.
Oh, the qualities that they are going to take from it is they're driven and passionate and willing to learn is really cool. Yeah. So career is one side of PostGrad life. There's a whole other side that's social expectations and social life realities. After graduating, I moved back home, so my social life fear was that I just will be stuck in a little box.
Your parents became your social
Yeah,
life.
I'm gonna have best friends with my parents, which is great, but social life concern was how am I gonna meet people kind of thing. Did you guys have any fears or expectations?
I think I was so caught up in the career and stuff that I didn't think about the other stuff social life. So once that settled in, I was wait, this is a problem. How do I make friends? Because in college you're surrounded by everybody, but now it's you have to go places on purpose.
I didn't go to school in LA, so coming out to LA, I think I had a bigger fear of not knowing anyone more than the uncertainty of a job. That was actually very scary, very challenging. I was wait, if I get a job, maybe I'll hang out with those people, which sort of happened. But all the other people, it's they were a lot older, a lot younger.
The age thing is interesting. It wasn't until after college that any age could be your friend, and that was kind of a cool discovery. The Wong Fu guys. Just kidding, don't go there. But meeting people, there's definitely new strategies that come into play.
I think it's also harder just to schedule meeting times with your current friends. When do you want to hang out? Yeah, we can hang out 3 months.
It's like either your friend is working or your friend is traveling.
I didn't even have that. What friends?
Different side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I definitely put my social life on like complete hold. I just need a moment to just get my footing, and then like even now, like I think I'm still in the process of rebuilding those relationships again.
Well, some people, I feel like they are really torn at the fact they can't juggle the two. Like they really want a good balance of social and work life.
It's not ever going to be the same as college. I think
Yeah.
that's the main thing. You fight for it in your postgrad life. You got to fight. Your definition of like good friends changes in postgrad too. So like you respond well to people that are just like committed to like certain dates and make the effort to reach out to you.
And along the same lines of like, making friends too, is that, really think about who's important in your life, right? You want to surround yourself with people with like similar goals and similar ambitions, because those friends can help push you forward as well. And then it's the same for you to them.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
So deep.
Let's end with one thing you wish you knew about postgrad life that no one told you.
You never truly feel settled. Like maybe you'll figure it out stage 1, but you're gonna constantly be figuring it out, because I feel like the past couple years for me has been like, I get it, no I don't get it. I'm there, no I'm not there. And it's okay to freak out too. It's okay to show your emotions, to rely on your friends and vent, because they're all going through the same things too. That was like 10 things in one.
Yeah, that's great. Chris, do your one.
That like what you studied in college doesn't have to pan out into like your career. Like I wish I studied something different, but still doing what it is that I'm doing.
I think I wish I knew more about personal finance. I even took a personal finance class and I failed it, and then I had to retake it and I passed it. Even then, like one class isn't enough to really figure out like all the things you have to be responsible for as an adult. Taxes, car payments, credit card payments, healthcare. If you're still in college, take at least one finance class.
Don't be afraid to ask questions still. Like, I think there's a lot of pressure to hide the fact that you're unprepared for
Yeah.
postgrad life, and like you want to like just figure it out on your own, but just
question.
ask and
Yeah.
like ask your parents and like be vulnerable and seek help if you need it. And like people are very open to sharing their thoughts because they take pride in knowing.
Got it, Mom!
Finally, you asked. That wraps up our postgrad lunch break. To all you seniors graduating college, I want to say congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
You did it.
We'll let you get back to your studies now.
Go have fun with your photo shoots and be extra, because this is your time to have fun.
Don't forget, guys, we have a Patreon page, Wong Fu Forward. Check us out, support us. We give a lot of exclusive perks to those care holders, and it's a great way to get involved in what we're doing and support us directly.
Also, we have a lot of new merch in the store, like that. Go to wongfustore.com to pick up yours.
And if you're going to be in the Los Angeles area this weekend, come visit us. We're gonna be at Identity LA. It's a big festival concert thing. Jay Park will be there.
Mike Shinoda.
Mike Shinoda.
Hotel Garuda.
Also, be sure to subscribe to more Wong Fu. Lunch breaks come out every Thursday. See you next time.
Bye. Da, 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 da. That's Olympics. Okay.